Back in action against
You know, Falcon Fever. Falcon
Fever.
Falcon Fever.
Okay, you can go back to what you're doing.
Some Falcon Fever buzz.
I don't believe it.
Don't move a muscle. Welcome to Falcon Fever, your weekly source to all Montevallo sports coverage. I'm your host, Coast to Tootsie Coast, and Rita Wright will join us later in the show. We have a lot of catching up to do as far as Montevallo sports action is concerned. So let's get started with a recap of the busy month of March for the men's basketball team. Opening up the Peach Belt Conference Tournament on March 6th, the men's team downed Augusta State 81-77. But in the semifinals, the Gayos came up short, falling to USC Aiken 65-60. Looking to bounce back, 6 days later, the Falcons tipped off against Mount Olive and closed it with a W with a 14-point victory, 84-70. March 14th was the start of the NCAA Division II Southeast Regional, and the Falcons remind us that revenge is a dish best served cold, as they bounced USC Aiken 88-71. In the second round of the tournament on March 16th, the guys lost a close one, 79-71 to Augusta State to end their PBC run. Switching over to baseball, the Falcons had a rough month of March, starting on the 13th with a doubleheader against Columbus State. The Falcons came up short in both games, 8-4 and 12-9. A day later on the 14th, they tried to stop the sweep by Columbus State, but fell 10-6. March 19th, the Falcons began a 3-game stretch against North Georgia, and this time the outcome was no better, as the Falcons lost all 3 games by scores of 6-1, 7-3, and 9-8. Not the way you want to spend your spring break. The Falcons have a few more chances to close out the month on a high note with games against Alabama Huntsville on March 24th at 3 p.m. and follow that up with a triple-header as they face off against Armstrong Atlantic beginning on the 27th at 11:30, then again at 1:30, and closing out the series on the 28th at noon. Be sure to catch the scores with us next week. When we come back, I had a chance to sit down with 2 standouts from the Lady Falcon basketball team. We'll get a chance to look ahead and look back when Falcon Fever returns. And make sure to check out this Season in Review sports montage. Welcome into our Falcon Fever Roundtable sit-down with 2 of our Lady Falcons basketball stars. I'm joined with Tierran Young, a junior guard from Forestdale, Alabama, and Manal Colley, a senior forward from Northampton, England. Ladies, it was a big season this past year. What were your thoughts on it? Manal?
Well, I think the season started off really great. It didn't end as well as we'd hoped, but I still loved every moment of it.
And I think we improved a lot from last year. It was definitely a better season than last year.
Definitely improvement, what she built on every year, definitely. Tierran, you'll be a returning senior. What will you hope to accomplish personally, and what do you expect from the team?
Well, I know I need to get in the gym. I have a lot of work to do because I have big shoes to fill. And I expect a lot from the team next year. We should make it to regionals, at least.
Definitely, I love the confidence. And Manal, as a graduating senior, looking back on your UM career, what are you going to miss the most, and what do you plan on doing after graduation?
Well, I'm definitely going to miss all the practices, the workouts, the team bondings, like just hanging with the team, laughing and stuff. Definitely going to miss playing the games and all the excitement and stuff. I don't graduate until December, but hopefully that will give me the full semester to spend time with the team, help out as much as I can, and when I graduate, hopefully play basketball overseas. If not, then start my career.
We're definitely going to miss you, and we're glad you're coming back. And ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
And now we'll send it back to Rita.
Thanks, Costa. Let's drive into action with men's golf. On the 24th, the men hit the road with the ladies for the University of West Georgia Invitational. The men played fantastic rounds as all 6 players finished in the top 15, including John Henderson finishing in first with +4. And Gonzalo Gambertoglio also finished top 5, tying in 4th. As a team, Montevallo rounded up the tournament in first. On March 30th, the men will head up to Greenwood, South Carolina for the Lander Bearcat Invitational. The ladies hit the road and the fairway to the Sanford Intercollegiate in Aniana. Though the team didn't have enough girls to finish, Emily Gibson finished out the tournament in 8th overall. Earlier this week, the ladies took a trip over to Villa Rica, Georgia on March 23rd for another tournament. It was a great tourney for the guys and the same for the ladies. Emma Breen finished in 4th, and to no one's surprise, Emily Gibson blew everyone out of the water, finishing in 1st with a final score of +6. But this time the team finished in 3rd. March 29th, the ladies play at the SCAD Invitational in Savannah, Georgia. Be sure to tune in next week for updates for both the men and women's tournaments. Let's get a soccer update. The men's soccer team has a doubleheader heading their way. They face Shorter College at Southern Poly at 3. After that game, they'll tighten their laces back up and play Southern Poly at 5. Good luck, guys, and tune in for the scores next week. Let's swing into some women's tennis. The ladies hosted and dropped a few matches since we last saw you. The ladies fought hard against UNC Pembroke, but the final score was Pembroke 6, Montevallo 3. In the game against Francis Marion, Helene Nordgreen won a pair of games against the 6th ranked player in the country, but Montevallo lost 7-2. On the 23rd, Montevallo faced and lost to Georgia College and State University. Junior Callie Robinson won the lone single. The final score, GCSU 8, Montevallo 1. The ladies hit the court again on the 29th in a doubleheader against Mobile. The first match is at home at 3, and then again the next day in Mobile at 4. Tune in next week for scores to these matches. This week's Falcon Fever Player of the Week swings a mean club and should be playing with the boys. That's right, Toronto native Emily Gibson. This Lady Falcon has had one stellar season. In the past 2 weeks, Emily has finished her tournaments in 8th and in 1st. Earlier this week, finishing in 1st, she significantly outswung, or should I say underswung, her closest contender by 8 strokes. Emily's stellar season is highlighted by winning 3 of her 4 last tournaments. And that's why Emily Gibson is our Falcon Fever Player of the Week. If you have any pictures of Montevallo sports on the road, please send them to masscom00@gmail.com. To watch a replay of today's show or any other show of the past week, visit our website at montevallo.edu/MC or just look us up on YouTube by searching Falcon Fever. That's all we have for you this week. I'm Rita. For Costa and the rest of the crew, have a great week, and remember, it's not hot in here, it's just Falcon Fever.